This coming Sunday, I look forward to welcoming people to this church in Weston, Colville to celebrate the festival of Candlemas. I've just lit a candle here, but hopefully on Sunday there will be lots of candles surrounding me throughout the church. And Candlemas is one of the most ancient of the Christian festivals. For us, it happens at a time of year when, whilst there may be beautiful wintry light in the mornings, the darkness is still drawing in early in the evenings. And therefore, for me, it feels like the symbolism of lighting the candles at this dark time of year is even more powerful and visceral. But I also think this winter gathering, this coming together to worship, to reflect, and to bless candles, is also an act of hope. We all know in our hearts how important hope is for us personally, but also for the world around us. I'm a big Liverpool fan, and like many Liverpool fans, I was quite saddened when Jurgen Klopp, the previous manager, left. But it wasn't just because of all the trophies that he won. It was also because he was somebody who spoke the language of hope. In his own words, he wanted to turn doubters into believers. He encouraged, he inspired, and not just in matters of football, but also when addressing wider issues in the world. And he often referenced his Christian faith when he did so. Indeed, hope is of fundamental importance in the Christian faith. It's one of the three big spiritual gifts: faith and hope and love. And we also know that Jesus Christ is the light of the world, something Candlemas reminds us of. Jesus is the light of the world, a light no darkness will ever overcome. He is the reason for our hope. He is the answer to the question, is there meaning and purpose in my life? Is there meaning and purpose in this world? And so as we approach Candlemas this year, I'd like us to hold this vision of hope in our hearts. A vision which reminds me of the opening words to a song by Tim Hughes called "Here I Am to Worship." The opening words go like this: Light of the world, you've stepped down into darkness, opened my eyes, let me see. Beauty that made this heart adore you, hope of a life spent with you. As we look ahead then to the coming year, I hope this image of hope brought to us by Candlemas, through the lighting of the candles, but also through remembering that Jesus is the light of the world, will guide us on the road ahead. For that light is a light which reveals our inmost thoughts and hopes and fears. But it's also a light which comforts, a light which is a lantern to our feet, which shows us the way ahead. It's a light which comes from following Jesus as the light of the world, and a light which we are invited to share with people in the world around us, in a world which so desperately needs to hear these words of hope.
Light of the world, you step down into darkness. Open my eyes, let me see the beauty that made this heart adore you. Hope of a life spent with you. So here I